No, 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 Buffs fans. This is not when we start complaining. Absolutely not. We knew what we were getting into when we were wanting to be the big players in college football now. We knew the time slots were going to be different in order to get that maximum exposure, in order to be a national television draw. So what did we expect? This is something to celebrate. I don't want to see people complaining about this on Twitter. No, 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 no. We would kill over the last 5 years, 4 years that Big Noon has existed to get one of our games on there, and now we have it against Nebraska. I mean, this is something to celebrate. This is more validation. This is more evidence of what Coach Prime is doing here with this program, resurrecting it from the dead, and these are results. You combine these types of television results with the spring game, with the recruiting that he's already done, he is deserving already of a raise and extension. We need to get it done. Rick George, I hope you're working on that contract extension. Let's make Coach Prime coach here for life. This is a perfect fit. But man, what an honor to have our biggest game of the season on Big Noon. There's only been 3 other Pac-12 teams on Big Noon so far. That's USC, Utah, and Oregon. CU will now be the 4th. And again, this time last year, we would have never even dreamed about something like this happening. In 2019, the CU-Nebraska game did just a little bit under 4 million viewers for that game. And now with Big Noon, with what Nebraska's doing over there with Matt Rule, and we know what Coach Prime is building here at CU, this is going to be a top 10 viewed game in all of college football next year. Again, check out this graphic. I got all the numbers for the top 10 games this past season. I mean, how can you not expect at the very least that this number is double? It's in the 8s, 9s, 10 millions in terms of viewers. This is a big deal, something to celebrate. And we all knew this, Buffs fans. If we wanted to be one of the major players in college football, we had to start putting ourselves in time slots and opportunities for where the wider market is going to be, which is those eyeballs in the central and eastern time zones. We all have been talking about Big Noon, Big Noon. Hopefully we can get Nebraska, CU on Big Noon. We've been talking about this for months, and now that it happens, you're upset that Big Noon starts at Big Noon. It starts at 12 Eastern, noon Eastern time, which is 10 Mountain time. Didn't we know what we were getting into? And this is the cost of where we're at in the Mountain time zone. If we are wanting to be playing games where national audiences are watching us moving forward, it needs to be in that Central and Eastern time zones, which means our kickoffs are going to be earlier than the majority of the teams that we play in the future if we do leave the Pac-12. Again, this was USC and UCLA's thinking as well of why they jumped to the Big Ten. The reason the money's also bigger in the Big Ten is because the eyeballs are over in those time zones. That's why Washington and Oregon are trying to get over there too. The one thing we need to be thankful about is that we're not in the Pacific time zone. This would be a 9 a.m. kickoff when they play Big Noon. That's crazy. At least we get 10 a.m. But Buffs fans, there needs to be a little bit of sacrifice if we're wanting to be a major player here in college football moving forward. We need to be willing to wake up early every now and then. At least this game won't be hidden on the Pac-12 network that nobody has on their cable package that everybody's streaming illegally, or somewhere like on FS1, which again is something that not everybody has access to. This is Big Noon. This is Big Noon. This is big time. This is prime time. This is something to celebrate. So, y'all let me know what you think in the comments. Hit that like, hit that subscribe if you haven't, and in my description, if you like NBA, drop my first NBA podcast today previewing the NBA Finals with my friend Nick. Much longer form, but we got timestamps in there. But shorter form videos, such as what you see here on David Talks Buffs, that is what you'll start to see on Let's Talk Hoops as well. So please subscribe and check that out. And as always, Go Buffs.